Let's do it. Good morning. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Oh, I didn't test my voice. I'm Chloe. Hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome. I've got my jammies on today. It's definitely a jammy day, but I've got my makeup on too. This is the last of the Colourpop stuff because I had to throw the palette away this morning. It stinks. It's gone off. It's gone mouldy. I hadn't realised. I got myself a new mirror with LED lights around it, and it worked last night when I plugged it in. It's not working this morning, but the mirror's still good. So I was doing my makeup, and I thought, there's a weird smell here. What is it? And it's because I had my new mirror right in front of me here on the desk, and the Colourpop palette right below my nose, right below me. And it's gone. It's mouldy. It smells horrible. I'm like, oh, I'm not using that anymore. That'll teach me. For getting an out-of-date makeup palette that wasn't on their website anymore because they sold out a long time ago. Hey, Christine, how are you? Who else have we got in? So welcome to Psychic Cafe. I'm going to do some channeling for the collective. It's still raining here. It has stopped a little bit. Like, there's been breaks in it. The river's not gushing as much. It's more of a stream now at the back. And the flooding's gone down on the island. There still is some flooding, but it's getting better. It's getting better. It's calming down a little bit. I managed to get some training in yesterday morning. But now it's jammy time. Yay. So let's get some cards out for the collective. If anyone wants a private reading, not private reading, this isn't private, this is public. If anyone wants a personal one, a mini read, then you can get one of those in this. So just check that pinned comment up the top of the live chat there, and that tells you how to do it. By donation. There's a PayPal link in there. You can also use Super Chat, Super Sticker, if you want. Hi, Jessica. I'm a little bit tired because I went to sleep really early last night because I didn't have a good day. I started my period yesterday. I don't have them very often anymore. It was funny because I went training and then I went for a massage because I had a headache because of neck tension because of a push-up workout that I did the day before after 3 days off any exercise. Push-ups, a lot of push-ups always gets to me. It gives me tension around the shoulders and neck, and then it turns into a headache. So I thought I need to go and get a massage. So I get the massage, and it was good, but she didn't fix me this time. There's too much. Even she said it's all of your body this time. I said, I know. I wasn't expecting her to work miracles, and it didn't get rid of my headache. But I lay there on the table, feeling sorry for myself, and I was just thinking, all I want to do is buy a load of food, like a lot of food, and I want noodles and I want carbs on the way home, and get all of this food, like junk food, everything. Go home, put my pajamas on, and watch sad movies and cry. And then when the massage finished, I went to the bathroom and I started my period. I thought, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Thank you, Christine. Well, I feel really tired, so then I went to sleep really early, and then I woke up like 1 o'clock in the morning, needing to go to the bathroom, and I didn't go back to sleep until about 5 o'clock, and then my alarm went off at about 5:40, 5:30 or something. So yeah, I'm feeling tired. My skin's just about recovering. I've not put any makeup on it today. I damaged the skin barrier. If anyone's ever thinking of starting using tretinoin, don't do what I did. I carried on with my other actives vitamin C in the mornings, and I use copper peptides as well. Well, that's run out. I have got some more of it. I don't want to open it up yet. And I use different actives. I carried on using those. I should have just gone to basic, and added tretinoin in because it made my skin come off, and then my skin's got really sensitive, and it was sensitive to everything I was putting on. I use mild face wash stuff, but I went to one that's really, really mild, which is the Haru Haru Wonder stuff, that black rice stuff. The toner, it makes any eczema or anything like that feel much better. And so it's the best. And I got one of their cleansers, and so I'm just using that now, and just plain moisturizer from The Ordinary. And then so I'm having to treat my skin so carefully now because it came off. And then I know it's sore. Hey, Connie. Hey, Timothy. Hey, Jamie. Haven't seen you for a while, Jamie. What have you been doing? Got my coffee. I learned how to line lips better, and I've done a better job of it. I started following Tati Beauty. She's really good. She does like tip videos with like good tips in it. Usually the makeup people, they know how to do their own makeup, and they just keep on doing the same makeup over and over again with different palettes, yeah, but they do the same techniques. So with other people it gets a little bit old, and she does it different. She does like techniques and stuff. Hey, Jamie, honey bunny. Two Jamies in the house. Hey, Letitia. Newbie. Letitia Newbie. Let's get some cards out. So for the collective, if anyone wants a mini read, you know what to do. Check that pinned comment up top. It's for donations. I've got my red and green crystals that I can use for you. Oh, I've also got... it was all of the stuff, not all of the stuff, but a lot of the stuff from the 11/11 sale came through, including some L'Occitane stuff. So I've got a new hand cream here. It is the dry skin hand cream. I'll put some on right now. Moved in with your boyfriend. Awesome. Is it good? Hand cream time. I got hair stuff. I got new lipsticks. I got, what else did I get? A mirror with LED lights around it, which is fantastic, but it doesn't work anymore this morning. Plugged it in and no lights. So the lights only work once when it first arrived, but the mirror's still good. I'm not sending it back. The box is already out there soaking wet. Hey, Tara. Okay, I'm moisturised. So yeah, if you want a mini read, check that pinned comment up top. It's for donations. There's a PayPal link in there, which is my preferred method, but you can use Super Chat, Super Sticker if you like. If you've got a question for your higher self, then put a capital Q at the start of your comment so I can find it easily amongst the chit-chat comments. Chit-chat. Let's get some cards out for the collective. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired today. I can't sleep. So it's definitely a PJ day. I've been making videos today, but in my PJs. Because I fancy PJs anyway. Well, I like them. They look good. They're not that comfortable, to tell you the truth. They're a little bit plasticky. There's that kind of material that when you rub your fingers against it, it makes your nails snag. Creation of light. Things getting lighter, things getting easier. The rain gonna stop. That'll make things easier. It's actually stopped right now. Storms don't help either. There's a storm in the night. I'm over it. I want the sun again. I'm taking vitamin D because the sun's not out. Vulnerability. Meet shadow. Eyes aren't good today. Meet shadow. This little kitten hasn't had the easiest time. You might see him peeking out of a dark alley or quickly slipping out of sight in an abandoned building. What he really needs is some love and nurturing. Yes, okay. You know, I don't read these out much anymore. I just go off the words, but I wanted to read this out at the start of it anyway. So he's feeling vulnerable. He needs his own nurturing. Nurturing. Things are getting better, but we still need nurturing. Like there's just been so much weight energies in the energy updates. Have you noticed? I was watching, what's her name? You know that one, that tarot reader on YouTube. One that's not me. The English one. I really like her. What's she called? Let's look. She does a daily energy update as well. Oh, I forgot. I've got stuff on my fingers. I don't know what it is. Who are you? Who are you? Oh God, I've watched a lot of videos. Gemstone Tarot. Have you seen her? I really like her stuff. Anyway, and her. Of course, every tarot reader has a different take on the energies, but she always picks up on the same energies as me. Most often, she does a daily read. No, I like Scorched Earth too. No, she's funny too. Gemstone Tarot. I like her. Anyway, she did a love reading yesterday for the full moon that we've got in 2 days. That reminds me, I need to put the full moon readings on the website. Isn't she? She's funny. I like her, and I like the way she reads the cards as well. Like, yeah, she's got a good take on it, and it helps me. Like, it adds to my experience, as a reader myself, but also as personally. Anyway, the love reading that she did, I was watching that last night, and I ended up getting the extended for it as well. And she was saying, like, don't take action on the full moon, and it's like, that's when I know it's the time to take action. I'm like, no, I've got to take action now. It's like, wait until the new moon. It was like the 4th of December or something. But I've known, like, even before all of this stuff started off, I knew. I've known it. I've known it in my bones that something is going to happen on the 19th. I've known it for ages. Like, long, long, long time. Months and months. So we'll see. She did say if you can't help yourself, then do on the full moon, because it is going to have this kind of an effect, pushing people into change and stuff. So, you haven't seen her? Check her out. Scorched Earth is good as well. Yeah. With Scorched Earth, though, maybe it's just because I'm doing a lot of inner work, but I do like her readings. I do. But what I find is at the end of the video, I don't seem to have a takeaway from it. But that might just be because I do the inner work. She's really good. Yeah, she is. She gets in deep. You see, that's why, Yeah. And all the rest of them, the fluff ones. I watch them sometimes. The ones when you just like want to hear. Who else do I like? I like what's she? Mermaid Scales Tarot. She's so lovely. Now her readings, to tell you the truth, her readings very rarely resonate with me. But she's a great reader. Who else? Who else are you into? Yeah, I like the deeper readers like that. I like the ones that have got a particular style, their own style. I mean, there's a lot out there that are very similar. I mean, it could be any of them, really, couldn't it? What have we got here? We've got Lakshmi and Shelter. Lakshmi is flow. I'm going to read these out. And Shelter, you are cherished. But, I think that's the same as this vulnerability. It's take care of yourself, look after yourself, shelter yourself, nurture yourself. Let's read Shelter first. Shelter in place. Everyone's pregnant here. Oh, my friends are getting pregnant. Like, so many of them. What the hell? What's going on? There's going to be all these babies all over the island. Shelter, you are cherished. You are cherished. Winter Mother is here to tell you that you're seen, heard, loved, and cherished. She holds you safe even in your darkest times and wraps her arms around you. She wants you to know how much you're loved, always and unconditionally. When times are tough, look and listen and feel for your Divine Mother. Sometimes she may be still and quiet, asking you to find peace within yourself. At other times, she may stir and crash as a violent storm, teaching you to plant your feet firmly. And Sassy Scorpio. I don't think I've ever seen it. Amazon Priestess. I don't know whether... A lot of the time I don't pay attention to the names unless I see over and over again. Unicorn something. There's that British one. I haven't seen her for ages. She's got a really high-pitched voice, but you never see her. You only ever see the cars. Really, really high-pitched voice, and she does readings like that. And she's great. Like they often resonate with me, her readings. I don't know what her name is, but her accent makes me laugh. Hold on tight. In this way, she may be testing your faith, and she'll always shelter you. And like her winds and rains, so too your dark clouds will pass. Please, pass. Oh my God, it's just too much. Has anyone ever lived in Asia or any tropics where you get these monsoon rains? Oh, it's too much. And that mirror's probably broken because of it as well. I've got it pretty dry in here now. In the depth of winter, although trees and limbs are barren and bare, still their roots hold firm deep in the earth, connected to one another under the frozen surface. There's comfort and strength in connecting with others. God has asked you to reach out to soul sisters and brothers for support and kinship. She may guide you to find kindred spirits and send her sacred creatures to lead you on your way. Winter Mother says, I'll hold you through the darkness and charge you with my love so that you will emerge from my shelter restored, bright and radiant. Yeah, I'm not getting any of that. I'm not getting any of that from this. I'm getting that we need to cherish ourselves and nurture ourselves from that. That's what I'm getting. Move up, kitty cat, and Lakshmi flow. Go with the flow. We're not waiting, we're just going with the flow. You know, I'll have to check Sassy Scorpio out. Maybe I've heard them, but as I said, I often leave my phone. If I'm feeling like listening to readings, which is usually if I've woken up in the night and I can't get back to sleep because they put me to sleep, I'll just like leave my phone going. I'm not looking at it. It's just on, you know. So I don't look at the names. Flow. Let Goddess blessings enrich your life. Lakshmi comes into your life. Lakshmi is all about abundance. She comes into your life to tell you that there's enough. She is Goddess of spiritual and material prosperity and wealth. She may be here for you now because you're feeling a sense of lack. Perhaps you feel a lack of love, happiness, money, or time. I'm not feeling lack at all at the moment. It's great. Whatever it is, Lakshmi is here to tell you that there's an abundance of all that you can possibly need. She's depicted with 4 arms, representing the 4 goals of human life. Dharma, the right way of living. Karma, pleasure of senses. Artha, purpose. And moksha, self-realization. Her lower left hand is manifesting coins of prosperity, while her lower right hand is held in a position that offers the blessing of deliverance from fears. She's showing you that you may be creating the lack by damming the flow of life's abundance. Isn't that interesting? Damming the flow. Damming it. As in, damn you, abundance. It can be our attitude that dams the flow of abundance. White Rose is amazing. I love her. I love her. Yeah. I know. That's why I love her. There aren't any ones to tell you the truth, but they're so positive. She has that. If you want to feel better, watch White Rose because she's lovely. Even when she picks out the other cards, it's always the other way around. She makes it nice, and yeah, she is the. If you need nurturing, watch White Rose. And she's got 2 channels, right? She's got the pick a card channel, and she's got the Zodiac channel as well. I think I'm not subscribed to her, but I do often because I always like her videos. I always click like on them so that they always come up in my thing. Tell you who else I like, Dash in Between, I think is called. His Taurus readings are often exactly my situation. I get his extended a fair bit as well. Positive sides of the Empress card. Oh, is she pregnant? Everyone's pregnant, I'll tell you. Yeah, it does. It does look like she's pregnant. Everyone is pregnant. Yeah, White Rose cried. She's lovely. She's showing you that you may be creating a lack by damming the flow of life's abundance and closing your eyes to the richness of its beauty. For instance, if you long to see the magnificence of the starry night sky, you must first go outside and look up. It may be cold, you may need to wrap up. I need to wrap up. But if you make the move, you'll be rewarded. Lakshmi longs to reward you for all the times you've done your best, and all your acts of kindness, respect, care, and love. She asks only that you allow her blessings to flow. Lakshmi. That's nice, isn't it? I do need to wrap up, she's right. Chilly in here because I've got it on the setting of drying that place out. Truth Well Told Tara. I like her too. I used to watch her. But she's another one where I didn't used to take away that much from it. You know what I mean? I need some clothes on. It's that time of year. Remember that week last year when I needed clothes? It's that week, yeah, this time. It's better. She's got a northern British accent, like I used to have. Now I've got a hybrid. Okay, let's get some tarot. Is anyone having a mini read? What is this? That's my tickets. I'm still in these drawers in Australia. You know, the RSL ones. Tickets. Put that in my tickets folder. Still haven't won. Okay, tarot time. Let's do it. These two. Oh, you know what I want? What's it called? It's called there's a love deck, and what's the name used it? That one whose name I just found out there. The English one. She used it in one of her readings. Something Spazzaza or something like that. A love deck. Don't make them anymore, and then they're like really expensive for second-hand ones. I want that deck though. It's really good. I want that deck. I'm gonna have to find it. I did find it on an eBay store, but the eBay seller won't send things to Thailand. I think I found one on a UK one as well that would. Might have to buy it. Anyway, let's get some tarot out. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, if you ever see it, buy it for me. Send it to me. I'll give you the money. Tarot Time with Dana. Tarot Time with Dana. There seems to be a lot of readings called Dana. Readers called Dana. Truth Well Told's got a strange microphone. We've got a fire energy here. 2 of fire. And the crone of fire. The 2 of fire and the crone of fire. I'm going to move that mat out of the way because I never remember to do that. Let's see. Thank you, Jamie. Answer your question very shortly. 2 of fire. Fire. Fire energy, huh? Where are you? The 2 of fire is Mercury. The Roman god called Mercury was known for, amongst other things, delivering messages between gods and goddesses and mortals. Yeah, the messenger. Astrologically, this Mercury deals with how we think and reason as well as how we communicate, including writing, speaking, and listening. By extension, it also governs how we gather and process data. The excuse, oh, Mercury's in retrograde, is common amongst people who talk about astrology. When a planet's in retrograde, it appears to be moving backwards across the sky, rather like a tarot reading being reversed. When Mercury is retrograde, people are advised not to buy electronics, to back up the computers, to not sign contracts of any sort, or to start anything new, because communications are bound to be problematic. Instead, this retrograde energy is considered best reviewing work already finished. Inner work, right? Also, it's said that during Mercury retrograde, mistakes made in the past can come back to haunt us, or that we may hear from people we haven't heard from in a while. In addition to communication, Mercury also governs short journeys, siblings, co-workers, neighbours, and agreements. The 2 of Fire represents the importance of communication. Either there's something that must be said or something that must be heard. The surrounding cards will help identify which way the communication needs to be flowing and with whom. Okay, the crone. The shadow side of this card indicates miscommunication that's causing a significant problem pertinent to the situation. This thing's not being said. This thing's not being said. Mercury comes in with his thingy. With his IUD, is it? Looks like an IUD, I think. And yeah, he's going to sort that out. The crone of fire blows out the flame. This is a time to, there's a time and a season for everything. She's here to usher in the ending, the dying of fire. The crone's going to tell it as it is. She's going to put out that fire. She's going to say what needs to be said. She's going to throw that spanner in the works. She's going to speak up, even though people don't like it, but everyone knows it needs to be said. Oh, what's she going to say? Is that you? Is that me? Probably. Probably. The love messages with Monica Love. It's fun. Yeah, she never resonates with me. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a reading that has ever been my reading with her. I like the way she does it, but it's not for me. Pregnancy card, Mercury and an IUD. It is an IUD, isn't it? Isn't that what they look like? I don't know, I think it is. I had one of those once. Whoa, I had to get the doctor to take it out. Holy crap, it was terrible. Ali's tarot, she's very cynical. I don't like her. I don't like it. The messages that she gives, it's, nah. I don't like our energy. Personal thing, that's all. Hi, Maria. Jamie, your work's been in chaos. Let me get down here amongst. Your work's been in chaos and I need some order, an understanding of the big picture. Pick a picture, bigger picture. Will things get better soon? Well, let's hope so. Let's find out. Jamie, will things get better soon for Jamie with this work, chaos, business? Soon? Yes. Good. Let's find out more. Oh, Timothy. Thank you. Who else is that then? Jessica, I guess. Yes. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Timothy. And thank you, Jamie. Oh, communication. How interesting after getting that Mercury card. Overwhelming communication. So, it's just like what I was just saying there. The crone needs to speak up, to speak out about it. So, things have been chaos at work. And you're not wanting to rock the boat, right? Maybe you need to. Maybe you need to say what's not being said by everyone. Address the situation. We don't want to do that sometimes, do we? Because we think we're going to lose our job or something like that. But I don't know. If it's chaos, maybe it's better to do that. I don't think you will. I think if you speak up about what's overwhelming, you might find that everyone agrees with you. That's what I was getting from that. Is that everyone knows what needs to be said, but everyone's too scared to say it. Miscommunication with you and your boss. I think you just need to speak out. Yeah, I mean, that's obvious with that. It's overwhelming, yeah. And not to fix them either, you know, because it's hard, isn't it? It's hard. People, muggles, oh my God, they're hard to deal with. And it's not that we've got to take responsibility and all of that. Don't do that. But sometimes we need to speak out and call a spade a spade. Say to them, hey, this isn't on. You can't communicate like that, or you can't, can't expect me to work with you when you're like that. Anyway, you need to face that situation. You need to speak out. Maybe you have been speaking, maybe you've been trying to sort it out, but like I said, I was picking up that trying to fix it, or you don't need to do that. You don't need to fix it. You just need to call it and put it squarely on the shoulders, especially if it's a boss. That's the responsibility, right? Be loving to yourself. Face the situation. Speak out. Full moon. Kaboom. Full moon is about divorces, but it could be about people leaving their jobs and stuff like that as well. Or like, have you got the chance of having another boss? That might be good. Oh, good luck with that. But yes, was the crystal that came out, so I believe in you. You're going to sort it out. Jessica, well, they're going to sort it out. You're going to speak up about it. Do your Ali readings, do they match you? They've never matched me. I think they're obviously for somebody, those readings. But like I say, she's very much in the negative, so I don't find that it's ever the reading for me. And I don't like listening to it because it's in the negative. It's like anyone can listen to White Rose Guidance because she's very positive. Not everyone can listen to Ali because she's very negative. Very negative. Or maybe she's just very negative towards Taurus. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe she like hates Tauruses, but it's very negative. Who are we doing now? Jessica, thanks for your donation. Yeah, she has got a no-nonsense personality. It's not a personality that I don't like. It's the readings. It's not, but like I said, it's a personal thing, and it may just be a Taurus thing. General guidance for Jessica. Going well and healing, nice. Your healing is going well. You're doing well. Pat on the back from your higher self there. I like it when higher selves just want us like to use this to say, well done, you're doing good. We often need to hear that, right? And not all our higher selves, I'm going on at the higher selves now, all the time saying, change this, do that, shift your focus, don't do this, don't do that, wait for it. It's like, sometimes it's nice to get a pat on the back by our higher self saying, you're doing a good job. Thank you. Allow freedom. Allow more freedom for yourself. So step it up. Dream bigger. Dream freer. Set yourself free from things. This isn't about fighting those restrictions. It's about dreaming big to allow freedom in. Yeah, readings that call out the bullshit are good. I do agree. I just find the readings aren't for me, that's all. I've listened to it quite a few times. I just don't click on it anymore because I know it's just never for me, so. Jessica, allow more freedom. Dream of it. Like I said, this isn't about trying to overcome restrictions and unfreedom. This is about imagining like a free lifestyle, a free location freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, all of that stuff. Dreaming that into being and going for it, allowing it in that way. So your healing is going well. So it feels like to me like this is your higher self saying you don't need to focus so much on your healing anymore. Try and create something new now. See if you're ready to take it to the next level, And more freedom. You called your boss out today. Felt good. Awesome. I think there's going to be a lot of that going on in the next couple of days, especially with this full moon. Taurus is very down to earth, like me. Call a spade, Timothy, you got a question? There isn't much listening. Yeah, I don't think they're going to listen. I think it's more of, Jamie, I think it's more of I can't work with you if you're going to be like this, kind of a thing. Like either this changes it or cannot work with you. I think it's more of that kind of a call it out, not speaking out to try and fix it or get them to listen or anything. Everyone listens to the ultimatum in the end, right? Might not listen to everything else before it, but they hear the ultimatum. Yeah, that's what it feels like, Jamie. Ultimatum time. Timothy, are you formulating your question or did you ask it already? I didn't see it already. Okay, let's get back to some tarot. We'll do Timothy shortly. So the crone needs to call something out there. The crone being the wise one. The wise feminine, yeah. She needs to stand up and speak out. Hey, Claudia. Hi, Mandy. Good job. Oh, congratulations. Let's get some more tarot out for the collective. Switch it to this. If anyone wants to join our Facebook group, you can do that if you want. I'll give you the link here. There's the link to our Facebook group. Psychic Cafe, no muggles allowed. Oh, thanks, Claudia. Claudia, if you want a mini read, then check out that pinned comment up top. It tells you how to get one of those. Wow. I'm taking all of these. Wow. This is powerful energy. Hold on to your hats, everybody. So we've got the goddess, the empress, the powerful feminine. The feminine's being called forward here. And the crone of earth. Look how much feminine energy we've got here. So Mercury said, oh, the surrounding cards will let you know who needs to speak out. And then we've got crone of fire, the goddess, and then the crone of earth. It's the feminine that needs to speak out. Goddess, we know all about that. She's the empress. But let's check out the crone of earth here. Crone of earth lays the earth to rest. Even the earth must regenerate, and there's time for everything in this life, including death. Okay, so she might be, bringing things back down to earth, telling it as it is kind of thing. The crone of fire is more like blow it up, you know? The crone of fire blows it up, and the crone of earth brings it down to earth, brings the situation down to earth. The five of fire and the five of earth, two cards of change here. Fire and earth again. Holy crap. This is volcano energy. It is volcano energy, emotional energy. The crone of fire and the crone of earth calling something out. Pale energy. Again here. Fire and earth. Whew. Claudia, there's a PayPal link in that comment up top there, pinned up top of the live chat. There's a PayPal link in there. You can also click that little $ as well here on YouTube. If you see that, you can do a donation like that. So the five of fire. Let's read him out. Who is he? Five of fire is Jupiter. Jupiter's like everyone's favourite uncle, generous, fun and charming. He's known as the great benefactor. He's always surrounded by a crowd who bask in the favours flowing in his wake. Jupiter's a large planet and astrologically packs a big punch. Jupiter represents expansion, growth, progress and abundance. Although often associated with material good luck, Jupiter also blesses our lives in other ways by bringing joy, faith, inspiration and understanding. All of these experiences usually lead to a healthy optimism that encourages us to expand our worlds and new experiences such as traveling, networking, or taking classes. The five of fire in a reading lets us know good things are afoot and to enjoy them. So this is not a bad occurrence, this. Whatever lucky break comes our way is a gift, which can be enjoyed for its own sake alone, or it can be parlayed into something even greater. Use the happiness and optimism that the gift generates to create even more good luck by seeking out even more experiences. The shadow side of this card suggests wasting such gifts, ingratitude, or blowing something out of proportion. Blowing something out of proportion. No, I'm getting the positive from this. Good things are coming from it. Like I was getting, if the crow and the wise one, the one who's got enough confidence and enough self-love to rebound from it, right? We can't expect the young ones to speak out because they've not developed that self-love yet enough to be able to take the flack that might come from it, you know? It's the person that has the most self-love that needs to speak out about things because they're the ones that can take it, because they're the ones that can rebound and still love and nurture themselves despite the vulnerable position that they put themselves in by speaking out. That's why the crowns have come out. I'm hungry. And good's going to come of it. Like I said, I was picking up this feeling that everyone knows what needs to be spoken out, and it's a relief when someone does. It's a relief when the crone does, you know. Super hat. I'm hungry. The Five of Earth. But the fives are about change. I don't know about you guys. Do you see it too? Do you see 555 when big change is about to happen in your life? I've not been seeing it lately. But now I am. I'm still seeing 747 everywhere. It's 741 right now, not 747. Five of Earth, mountains and waterfall. Mountains are formed by intense power. The thrust up was by meeting of continental plates formed by molten metal and stone erupting from deep within the earth. Volcanoes. Change happens because of volcanoes. It's very disruptive, but the change comes about from it. It's disruptive, it's not pleasant, it burns stuff up, it moves the earth. It moves the earth on. Water is usually passive, softly flowing element, but it gains momentum and strength as it passes over a mountain and falls back down to earth. So there's something about the feminine here in her strength. She's the one to do it. She's the one to speak out because she's got the self-love in place. She's the empress. So she's got the self-love in place. She's got the wisdom to be able to rebound from any repercussions that might happen from it. But there's something in her softness. It's like, okay, we had a pig's head on the barbecue for Mr. Hanson's birthday. And, so my male friend, was trying to chop it. He had a knife. It wasn't particularly sharp. He had on a chopping board some bits of cooked meat, just like strips of it. He had a plastic fork, like not even one of the good plastic forks, a really bendy one, which was like bending in the hot meat, trying to hold the meat in place, and then he was like pressing really hard down on it. And then my other friend, Joy, said to him, here, or she said it in Thai, she didn't say it in English, she said, here, let me do it. And I helped her out because I gave her some of my skewers to hold it instead of the plastic fork. And then she just did it lightly. And of course she went right through it because she was using the knife's power, being gentle like that, the gentle water. There's something about the femininity. And I said to her, like, often women can do things better than men because of that. And men want to go in and like put too much effort into it. But if you put less effort into it, a knife works better, right? Anyway, that's reminding me of that. Water usually a passive, slowly flowing element. So we might see like those soft, feminine, older women suddenly coming into power and speaking out about things over the next few days. I think this is talking about the full moon that we've got, by the way, coming up in 2 days. Water, usually a passive, softly flowing element, gains momentum and strength as it passes over a mountain and falls back down to earth. It, in fact, has become powerful and destructive, as powerful and destructive as a falling boulder. The very water that gains its strength from the mountain slowly erodes the mountain, wearing it down ever so slowly. Eventually, the water will win this long battle. Wow. The Five of Earth illustrates lengthy scenarios. Whatever is going on will not resolve quickly. The situation started much earlier than you may think and will continue longer. There are ways to gain strength and eventually achieve your goals through patient consistency. Don't give up too soon. Don't become distracted. Keep on moving forward. Keep on chipping away. Chipping away. Jump into conclusions. You're welcome, Jessica. Oh, you've been seeing all of them. Wow, that's good. You've seen many double numbers, Tara. You bought lunch today, it cost you $8.88. Poker hand right now is 55. Hi, Kate. Timothy, you got a question? Did I miss it? Okay, next deck. The So Below, or the Tarot of the Miserable Women. There are some happy ones in there. What else do we need to know about this? Is it us that needs to speak out? Is it you? Is it me? We need to get the ball rolling. Maybe. Nine of Pentacles and the Magician. Nine of Pentacles, single, independent. She's created a homestead there. She's happy. Table's full. She's got abundance. She's done it for herself. She's happy. And the Magician. She's manifesting more from that point. Let's read the Magician out from this deck. This deck is more the traditional tarot, but it's not exactly that. Not exactly. Magician Marie. The Magician has all the tools in place. Has created her sacred space. Oh, that's why it's the Nine of Pentacles. She's created a sacred space. She's got her tools. She's got her abundance. And is clear on what she hopes to accomplish. She's but a few short moments and a few important words away from manifesting change in her life and in the world. Using knowledge, resources, and will to create positive change in the world. There you go. Creating change in the world. Creating change in your life first. Of course, that's how we need to do it, right? We can't make change in the world before we've created it in our lives first. We've got to use those manifesting things for ourselves first, and then we have plenty to give in the rest of the world. If we can't do it for ourselves, we can't do it for anyone else. There's got to be that solid base of abundance first. Healing yourself, self-loving. Like I said before, that's why the crone has to do it. But this is more of a practical level, right? This is the as above level of things with the volcanoes and the speaking out and all of that. And this is more the practical level, having abundance for yourself. So those of you who think, I want to change the world, I want to do this, I want to do that. If you haven't sorted out your own abundance first, you're not ready to do that. It's the importance of healing ourselves and manifesting it for ourselves first. The universe doesn't want us. It doesn't need us to come from a place of lack and give more to the world as well. You know how Lakshmi was saying about Dharma and all of that? Karma and Dharma and not drama. The other ones. Sometimes we can think Dharma comes first, like I need to give to the world, before we realize that we're even worthy ourselves. It's the other way around. Self-love has to come first. SpaghettiOs everywhere. I'm hungry. Should do something about it, hey? I ate in the middle of the night because I was hungry. I'll get a banana shortly. I've got a glut of bananas. I've got so many bananas. I should have shared them with someone. I should have taken them to training yesterday. Share my bananas. Tell us more about this story then. So we need to be like independent, sacred space as well. Seven of Pentacles, tending to our environment. It was that one that bent. Tending to our environment. Let's see what it says in this deck now. Double deck techniques. Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. After a season of work, it's natural to take a step back and analyse the situation. What worked, what didn't? What would you do differently? Apparently this woman has concluded that her work in her orchard has paid off rather handsomely. Appraising results of efforts and finding them good. Happy with yourself. It's about satisfaction with yourself in this deck. Happy with the results of your efforts. Nice. I usually think that's more like Eight of Pentacles. Kind of an energy. And that Seven of Pentacles is more about tending to the environment, you know. But yeah, happiness within herself. Banana. This banana's going to look disgusting, by the way, because I keep them in the fridge. Otherwise, they go off too fast. But they go black when they're in the fridge. It still tastes good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the colour of my banana, everybody. This was grown on the back lane just now. SpaghettiOs. It's 23 degrees in here. Oh my god. Freezing. Steam on the outside of the windows. Look. Can't really see it. Look. No, you still can't see it. Oh my god. No, I'm going to stop that right now. I can't do it. Okay. Bananas. I'm going to keep going with this deck. Ace of Swords. Nice. Truth. Nice. I've seen a lot of aces lately. There's a lot of ace energy around at the moment. Ace of Swords. And a Thames blade can, on a spiritual level, cut through superfluous or unnecessary energy. Once everything that is not needed or is not the truth for that situation is eliminated, then the truth of the matter can be seen. It's cutting through all the bullshit. A new approach or solution to a problem. It's calling something out. So we've got all of this. Sorting your own abundance out first. So in other words, this is saying like the universe isn't calling you to change the world unless you've sorted your own abundance out first, because you're more important than the rest of the world. Then you can use your resources to create something in the world. But tend to your environment first. There needs to be that balance, right? Tending to your environment as well. And when you balance like that, it's like, okay, the universe says, okay, I can work with you now because you're looking after yourself. Ace of Swords here. I'm connecting it with this. message, this Mercury message of speaking out, the crone speaking out, cutting through the bullshit, saying what needs to be said, blowing things up with that fire energy, but bringing it back to earth as well. It's calling it out. It's saying what needs to be said. It's being the brave one and, saying things like this needs to change now and this is how it is, instead of it always being brushed under the carpet kind of thing. I wonder what's going on. Jamie, general guidance. Thanks for your donation. I put my hair in a bun in the middle of the night, maybe at about 4 a.m., just so it had a couple of hours in the thing, and so I could have some soft waves today. I quite like it, but I'm not going to get up in the middle of the night to do that again, hopefully, anyway. It's nice to know, though, that if I do that, I can get this look with my hair. Jamie, be vulnerable and go for it. You might be one of those that needs to speak out. Yes, it's going to make us feel vulnerable. Whoever's speaking out, they're going to be feeling vulnerable. How weird. Everyone's readings is like connected with what I'm saying here. Be vulnerable and go for it. Yeah, so something's going to come up, and it's the next few days. It's this full moon. Shaking everyone up. Things are going to happen. Something's going to come up. You're going to feel vulnerable. None of us are going to be like crone enough, Nine of Pentacles enough, and all of that to not feel the fear. We're going to feel the fear, of course, but we're still going to do it anyway. You'll know at the time. So even though you feel vulnerable, you can do it. Like I said, those of us that have the biggest self-love, does that make sense? The biggest self-love in place are the best place to speak out about that. There was a show, I think it's one of those talent competition shows, that take like normal people, get them to all audition, and then they give them like a couple of them great fame and fortune kind of thing, one of those shows, whatever they're called. But this was ages ago. It was in Australia. And there was a guy, some of you in Australia might be able to remember this. There was a guy, I can't remember what his name was. This was years and years ago. Because it was when I was still watching TV, which was a very long time ago. My kids must have been there for me to even have a TV that would ever be turned on. And he won the singing competition. You know what show I'm talking about, I'm sure. And he got really famous, but here's the thing. He didn't have very good mental health. And it was way too much for him. And it kind of ended up destroying him. And he had real problems because of it. And then there was a lot of, talk about it in the media, because it's like, oh, well, maybe we should be protecting these people's mental health, or, giving them a little bit or a lot of help through this. It's like, yeah, you reckon? And it's just reminded me of that situation, because we need to have that self-love in place, right? We need to have a lot of things in place before we do big stuff. We do. Nobody wants like instant success, really. We think we do, but we don't. Anyway, back to you, Jamie. Right and lovers. It's got something to do with your relationship. You're going to feel vulnerable. Now, this doesn't have to be a bad thing. This doesn't have to be speaking out about something that's wrong. This could be about speaking out. I can't even speak myself. It could be speaking out about something that you want to change for the better, like a big dream or something like that. It very well could be something like that. Anyway, you might want to write it down. Not Send it to them in a message or write it down so that you give it to them written in the written form. Write it down so that you know what you're going to say. Do you know what it is now, Jamie? So it feels to me like it's something that you want to do. It's something that you want to address. It feels like it's big. It feels like it feels like that conversation. Like, do you ever want more children? You know, that conversation, something like that. I'm not saying it is that, but it's something like that, like something you want to add to your life. You might be wanting to get ready for that conversation. Interesting guidance. So I wonder if we're all going to be speaking out about something. There's certainly going to be divorce around, that's for sure, over the next few days. These cards. Ace of Swords. Writing your romance novels. No, this isn't about that. This is about being vulnerable and getting over a fear of saying something and to do with your partner. Yeah. I can see how those cards could be taken like that, but that's not what it is in this case. Yeah, it might not be the time, Jessica. It might not be the time. We need to listen to that. It's very important that we listen to that, right? Our own intuition on when the right timing is. We'll feel it. We'll feel when the right time is. But what this is saying is you're still going to feel the fear anyway, you know? But you will know what time it is, kind of thing. We've got the Strength card out and the Ten of Swords. Oh, well, that's good, isn't it? Because using our strength here. She's the crown as well. Is the end of the pain. Look, she's got a phoenix. Is that a fire? I don't know. She's got a fire in a pot. She pulled the phoenix out. So there you go. Be free. She set it free. So it's the end of the pain. Ten of Swords. Our thoughts become reality. Dwelling too much on the past or hoping for things cannot be prevents. Dwelling too much on the past or hoping for things that cannot be prevents a healthy life from unfolding. This woman is ready to put an end to old thought patterns and unrealistic expectations. By doing so, she prepares her for new ways of thinking. I think that means she prepares herself for new ways of thinking. It's accepting and releasing unpleasant or unfortunate circumstances. Maria, thank you. There may be a tower moment sooner or later. You could be right. I need more coffee. I'm having to nurture myself like the cards say today. I'm having to eat and drink and not be merry. Just survive. Survive it, feeling good-ish. So I've got iced coffee. With milk. Okay, I'm back. Maria. Tower moment. Is there going to be a tower moment for Maria soon? Is there a tower moment for Maria coming up? Yes. Tell us about it. Love and fulfillment. Someone wants something, someone doesn't want something. This is a what fulfills what someone would love isn't what someone else would love. What would fulfill one isn't what would fulfill another. There's a clash here of desires and of what will make one person happy won't make the other person happy. This is two people not wanting the same thing, and one person believing that they'll get the love and fulfillment from the other person not wanting that, not wanting to provide that thing. It's a mismatch. It's a mismatch of energies here. So this is it's a mismatch. This Tower moment where you're looking to get that love and fulfillment isn't where it's going to be. But you will get it, but not from that person or that place or that thing. But you will get it. You are on track to it. Just because you're barking up the wrong tree doesn't mean that you're wrong to be barking. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just the wrong tree. It's just the wrong tree, that's all. But your barking is still helping you get there. So this is like, I don't know, if you're like practicing at a business, even if you're not going to get the money through that business or the success through that business, none of it is wasted because it's all been practiced when you do find that one that is going to work for you. It's that kind of an energy here. So where you think you're getting your love and fulfillment from, where you're trying to get it from, where you're believing, there's a mismatch there. It's not where you're actually going to get it from. I mean, we could be talking about the universe here as well. It felt like people to me at first, and it's feeling less like that now. But yeah, you might find it might be a shock when you find out that you're not going to get it that way. All the Jamies have got communication issues. Is that right? Is there anything blocking communication in general? Some planetary event? I don't know. Is there something blocking communication? Asks Jamie. Is there? No, apparently not. I think it's more the other way around at the moment. I think the energies are pushing us into saying it. It's almost like this little gremlins everywhere going, just say it. And we might be holding ourselves back, go, I can't say that. It's not right. I can't say that. And the gremlins are going, say it, say it, say it, say it, say it. Is that right, guys? What's with this communication thing? Wow. We still keep quiet and willingness. It's like who is willing to say it, what needs to be said, when everyone else is being quiet. You're expecting to be a family tower moment because of your love thought. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there will be. But I don't think you're going to get your way. I think that's what your higher self is saying. It might be a shock to you that you're not going to get your way. There's a mismatch in what people want. Anyway, back to Jamie. I feel like these energies at the moment to do with communication, it's more like everyone's being a little bit too passive, maybe a little bit too politically correct, and maybe giving other people the benefit of the doubt instead of going out. You know how On Monday, I was talking about when my eldest son got me and my ex-husband to do a Skype call together to try and resolve things so that there was a better arrangement between the children and us co-parenting. And I tried to do it in a very let's fix this kind of very soft kind of way, very let's fix it kind of way. And I just wouldn't do that now. There's no way I would do that now. I would be more in this energy of like speaking out. I'm willing to do that now. I'm not willing to sit back anymore. I would have told him, and if he ever gets in touch with me again, if I ever see that man again, I am going to tell him exactly how his behavior has affected me and affected our children, because it's not on. Like, it's not on. And I do believe in the UK now is that whole, if a parent tries to estrange the other parent like that and use the children against them, it's actually a criminal act now. And yeah, he should pay attention to that. And I would tell him a whole lot of things, you see. And it's that energy, that's what's going on at the moment. It's those of us that are ready to stand up, are willing to speak out about that. And I don't give a shit how he feels about it. And it couldn't possibly get worse between me and my kids either, because they were completely ignoring me. So, like, I don't care anymore, hey? I don't care anymore. I will speak it out. And I think it's those of us that are ready and willing to break the silence. That's what's going on at the moment. The little gremlin's going, say it, go on, say it. Travel and go for it. Like, seriously. Go to England and tell him. Wow. Yeah, so there's that energy of someone, like if we're on the receiving end of any of this, because it could be that too, someone could be coming to see you, like, I've got to go see them and tell them that thing. So if this is my life, it's either me going and telling him that, or it's one of my children or my children coming to me and then telling me what they need to tell me, because I ain't gonna like that. I know it, because if I had been the me now, all the way through all of this crap that I've been through with my ex-husband and the kids, I would have done it differently. And no doubt the kids would hope that I am the person that I am now and wish that I'd been that then and fought for it, and they would quite rightly be able to call me out on all that, quite rightly. So we might be on the receiving end of this too. But this travel and go for it, this is like someone who gets a ticket and to tell you that thing, because they're kind of done with it. They need to speak it out. They need to say it. So yeah, the energy, it's not against communication right now. It's provoking us into the communication. And so there's a pushback in us and in everyone, a pushback to that, of the, no, I'm not going to say it, no, I'm not going to say it, as the gremlins say, go on, say it, say it, say it. Flower picker card felt right for me. It's completely thrown you. Yeah, you've been getting that message, right, to go for fun. Lighten up. We've not got to be in protection mode at the moment, protecting ourselves, better not say it, because I might, get some repercussions from it. Yeah, you might get some repercussions. They're going to be repercussions, but it's good in the end. It's like that energy of finally saying, I don't want to be in this marriage anymore. I bet there's going to be breakups around this full moon. It's that kind of an energy. It's like it hurts you more. You're being more politically correct, and you're being more nice by not saying it. But there's a certain point, isn't there, where you're so unhappy for so long that you need to say it. It's that kind of an energy. And so I just really I remember when I was married, and I could have asked for a divorce 2 years before I did. I could have broken up with him 2 years before I did. But during that 2 years, I was on the verge of it so many times, and then I didn't say it. It's that kind of an energy. So any reluctance to communicate that you're seeing in yourself and in anyone else, everyone's been quiet. That's why it's taking so long. So everyone's kind of getting the nerve or the timing or the courage together to actually say it. So it's us that's blocking the communication, but the planetary events are encouraging us to speak out. Could be quite chaotic, I think. But it's not chaos, it's like order being restored. The big shake-up thing that I've been talking about for a while. Phoenix. And the end of the pain. We think it's going. We don't want to speak out because we think it's going to be painful, and it will be a little bit painful, but not as painful as not saying anything, right? It's not as painful as not saying anything. What needs to be said? Let's use the Starchild Tarot. I've got some bread and camembert. I got myself a baguette. That's as far as my junk food went. I got some smoked salmon, some goat's cheese, and a French baguette. That's probably not junk food to most people, but it is to me. I can't do full on junk. It hurts too much. But I've got some of the baguette left. It'll be a little bit dry today. So I'm going to have it with the cheese. One good thing about periods is you just feel like eating. I do anyway. I just feel like eating. And I give myself permission to eat more. And it's funny. It was so funny yesterday. Right, because I went training in the morning. My friend posed, she said, wow, I didn't train for 3 days. We all didn't train for 3 days, right? I didn't train for 3 days. And now I'm like 3 kilograms heavier. She said, I'm on my period and I was sick, so I was having to eat 3 times a day, but I wasn't eating a lot. She had tablets to take. So she was having to eat with food, having to eat 3 times a day. She said, but I wasn't eating a lot. And I'm 3 kilograms heavier. I said, it's not fat. It can't be fat. It's water, is all it is. It's water. Anyway, as she's telling me this, Mr. Hansen's getting all cheeky and said, Claire, it's not a very good story. She's been telling everyone this story this morning. And then Prue turns around to him and she's like, I'm telling her, she's shouting at him in English as well, which is funny. I'm telling her because she's a woman and she might have some wisdom to tell me. She might know why. She might be able to give me some information about this. And men don't have periods. It was just hilarious. She was yelling, I am on my period and men don't have periods. And we're all just laughing, including her. It was so funny. And then I got my period, and so I sent her a message. I'm like, this is your fault. Bringing it up. It's a funny moment. 7 of Wands. What the hell's coming? That's what I'm getting from this. What? It's like you can hear something coming from over the horizon. It's like, what the hell is coming? What fresh hell is this? What fresh hell is this? 2 of Cups. What fresh hell is this? The 2 of Cups. Guys, what are you doing? 2 of Cups is great. That's hilarious. That's like someone asking you for a relationship and you're like, okay, but this is more like, what fresh hell is this? Like, it's good, but it's like, oh my God. It's a fresh hell there, that's the thing. I'm not looking up the 4 of Cups. 2 of Cups, I know what that is. I mean, it's obvious. There's something not good about this, though, with the 7 of Wands. Well, it's a positive reminder that your life is headed in the right direction. I'm not getting the positive from this. Hi. You worked hard and know what you want, so don't be discouraged by any setbacks that show up along the way. This may also indicate a time when the momentum of your success will require personal resolve and courage when dealing with other people. So it's important that you stay strong and assert yourself. Yes. Do not be afraid to speak your truth. This is a very dynamic, energetic time in your life. So remember to celebrate all your accomplishments as you move forward. Any new projects or ideas you have will require your attention, planning, and innate skills. You will know what you need to do. Yeah. But this is the reverse. So this is why you might not want to. Like, what fresh hell is this? When reversed, the 7 of Wands may indicate a sense of feeling overwhelmed, judged, or criticized by others. If you feel that you've not been able to speak your truth or express yourself freely, it's important that you stand your ground and remain strong in your convictions. Is this. How are you focusing your energy into what makes you happy? You'll need to be clear in your intentions, or else you may find yourself stuck in a state of limbo or indifference. Or we want to use this to move forward. We don't want to be in limbo, because what's riding on it? 2 of Cups is riding on it. There's something that we need to do to even get this. This 2 of Cups, I can imagine what it is. I can imagine what it is in my life. 2 days. We've got 2 days. If it's not raining, there's a community get together. And I am sure something is going to go down in that. I am sure of it. We'll see. Two of Cups is riding on it. Page of Wands. It's exciting. It's a mixed bag. It's that excitement when that fight finally happens, you know? Do you know what I mean? Remember back to being at school? When like the 2 biggest troublemakers in your class suddenly have a fight. That excitement of it, it's like, this is going to be resolved now. Something's been simmering under the surface for so long, and then suddenly they fight, and it's that excitement of that. Page of Wands. So much fire energy in this. How? It's Scorpio, and it's, oh, yeah. It's Taurus full moon, Earth, in Scorpio, water. Page of Wands, courageous, innocent, rebellious, and petulant. There may be new events and opportunities ahead. Be sure to move forward with clear intentions, always remembering to be confident in your abilities. The fruition of creativities and ideas, new adventures just beyond the horizon. Risk-taker, adventurous. Innocence and possible naivety give them a certain fresh outlook, which may be, in many ways, a blessing in disguise. They've not yet been influenced by stress and chaos. Yeah, it's not really that page energy. It's more the, like I said, the excitement, that rebellious thing, courageous, rebellious, petulant, confidence. Okay, that's enough of that deck. It's time. All of that waiting that we've been doing, it's time. And then the guys tell us what it's time for, and it's like, oh, I'm sure we have to do this bit of it. Can't we? Can't it just be time for the nice stuff? No. The good stuff's coming from this, though. Just like that, all 3 of them came out. With the Fool on the bottom of the deck. New journey. Taking a risk. New journey. Start of something new. Whole new life chapter. It's the 0 in the tarot deck. Two of Wands at a crossroads. The 5 of Pentacles. being left out, or the Three of Pentacles, being included in the group, planning, collaborations, all of that. It is a coming together energy. It's either being left out or coming together. If we're being left out, we're leaving ourselves out of it. There's a crossroads, a decision here. Two choices. Leaving yourself out of it or getting involved in collaborations. If it's the collaboration option that you want, the people, the love and all of that, there's this to happen first. But you can leave yourself out of it. See this card, there's a church there. And then there's this one on crutches. And then there's this one there, walking barefoot in the snow. There's a church right there they could go in. But they're not. So they're like, I haven't got anything. I don't even have shoes and it's cold and you know. But there's the opportunity right there, right next to them. They're not taking it. So they're leaving themselves out of it. Two options. Two of Wands. Now, that's not necessarily saying that to leave ourselves out of it is the wrong thing to do, because the cards up here said you might just want to nurture yourself, and you might be in a vulnerable position. Like, let's not send the injured ones and the weak ones out to war. Let's not do that. Let's send the strong ones, the ones that have got the firm foundations, and it's up to you to decide whether you're the strong one. This time it's not someone else deciding it, it's you deciding it. And it's not a failure on anyone's part to not be that one that goes to war. You don't have to do this. It's not like saying, if you leave yourself out now, that's it. You're never going to get anything good. It's quite, you don't have to be the one. You don't always have to be the one that's the strong one. You don't always have to be the one that's courageous. Now, some of you are in situations where it is only you that can do that, as in personal relationships and stuff like that. You've got to be the one. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's group. Sometimes it's world stuff. Sometimes it's group stuff. Sometimes it's community stuff. So, some people might be standing up and speaking out against an injustice that they see in one of the friends' interactions. I kind of like that. In the Thai, I do really love the Thai culture. Hey? It really suits me. My Thai friends say that I'm Thai, and I get it. I understand why, because I fit in here. It's normal. They seem like normal people to me. I just get it. And in the group of friends that I've got now, it's really great dynamic. And there is no holding back. I mean, there's no holding back at all. Like, people will scream at each other and then it'll have all blown over, Things are addressed in this culture. And I feel this is what all of this is saying. To do that, to not be afraid of doing that, but also don't be afraid of being quiet as well. If you don't feel, you don't always have to be the one that speaks out. You don't always have to be the one that takes the hit of those things. If you don't have that self-love in place or that abundance in place, you know what I mean? It's like the abundance in place. So you don't necessarily speak out about your boss if you haven't got your savings in place so that you can lose your job and still be okay. We don't. The universe never wants us to put ourselves in jeopardy. It loves us too much. It doesn't want us to do that. And so we're quite within our rights, spiritually, energetically, to not do it. To not. Well, we've got the Two of Cups out there. Do we need to know anything about this love thing? For some, it's a love situation. I mean, for me, I try not to get involved in other people's relationships, right? But If my friends, I will listen. And if like there's an argument between my friends or whatever, and it seems a little bit unfair, I will step forward in that. So for example, there was one time I had a housemate and her two children used to live there sometimes, and both teenagers. Wow. I think her son was teenage, maybe 16, 17. Her daughter was a little bit older than that, maybe 19. And my friend used to work in a childcare place, and she would come home always exhausted and angry. She'd come home and bark at everyone because she wasn't happy in her work, right? And me and the other housemate, we'd be able to handle her, right? We'd just kind of point it out to her. She had a bad day, and not take it personally, but kind of tell her. That was when it was directed at us. Now, one time I was in the kitchen, she came home, son was there, and he copped it. He copped it from her. And he went all quiet, and he was just taking it, right? And I thought, nah. And I stepped in. She didn't like it. She didn't like it at all. But I stepped in and I said, you're being unfair there. You've come home because you're tired and you've had a bad day again. She didn't like a job and she had problems in it and stuff, and you're taking it out on him. And it's not okay to do that. And she asked me to move out. And I did. But, there's times where I don't interfere, and then there's times where I think, no, I need to not interfere, but I need to call it out for what it is, especially when things are unfair. And especially when someone isn't advocating for themselves in that situation. Not like a rescuer. I didn't do it to rescue him. I did it so she had some more awareness about it. It shouldn't have been on me and the housemate to point it out to her all the time when she was doing it to us. And it shouldn't be for her son to do that either. In romantic relationships, because we've got the Two of Cups out here, we've got, look deep within your heart and you'll feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Someone's loving us. And manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. I think for a lot of us, there's going to be a blow up in love. We might be a part of it, even though we think it's not our place to be a part of it. Maybe it is our place to be a part of it. The blow up, to speak out. You might be called over the next few days to step in where you wouldn't usually step in. And people might tell you to mind your own business and stuff like that. But I feel those that are called to do it will be doing the right thing. And we might be on the receiving end of it as well. Might get called out by somebody. Anyone else want a mini read? Because I'm about to finish soon. What can we get? I want more on this situation though. Possible situations for us actually in this cafe right now. What else do we need to know about it? These situations. Is there anything else specifics that will help us in these situations where we are either being called out or calling people out? Confidence is your key to success. There we go. We need to be confident. Don't be like saying something out and then when they say, "What did you say?" Say nothing. We need to be confident in it. Say it and then keep on repeating it and stand by it. Like, don't apologize for it. You know how it can be sometimes. Like, I'm sorry, but no, I'm not sorry. Been on a phone call. I did get your PayPal. I didn't do your read though because I didn't get a question from you. Do you just want a general read, Timothy? Got unity here. So it's not causing disruption, it's causing unity. How interesting. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. I've forgotten about you, Timothy. Good thing you came back before I finish. I guess you want general guidance, do you? Can you give us anything more about this relationship? It's going down. It's a positive thing, but it's not going to feel like it in the moment. It's heading toward positive things. The butterfly relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. There's something about advocating here. Advocating for yourself, advocating for others, advocating for the right thing, advocating for love. Okay, let's finish up on Timothy then. Unless someone else wants a mini read, get it in fast if you want your mini read. Butterfly, things are changing. Good. Yes, we've got the fives out there, which indicates that too. It's definitely something that needs to happen, whatever's going down over the next few days. Oh, Timothy's divorce. Oh, well, that's interesting. You got get what I want and wait. There's more waiting. Are you kidding me? Stand up, speak out, get what you want. Wait. Why wait? Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm just trying to pick up on these energies here. Is this future energies or is this about now? Get what I want and peace. So you got get what I want and wait. And when I asked for clarification on that, it said get what I want and peace. So I feel like this is karma. I feel like so the universe, right? If the universe knows that you're due a certain thing, but then you're kind of being a little bit too easygoing about it and not going for that thing and not putting yourself in the right circumstances for that thing, the universe has to make you wait because you're not yet in alignment, right? It's like if you're due $1 million, but you keep on working in a really lowly job, the universe knows that you're going to get those millions of dollars, that you deserve that you're due that, but you're keeping yourself in the circumstances that you can't get it, then it's going to seem like you're not being granted your wishes. Maybe that's not the best example. I think that's why the weight has come out, because you might have been reaching too low for what it is that you want, Timothy. You might have been working too hard for too little. And it's an interesting, I don't mean like work. It's the energy that you put into anything. You might have been working too hard for too little. It's a very interesting thing when we realize this, or just when we give up exhausted and we decide like to nurture ourselves, to take a break, and then suddenly what we want starts coming in. That's when we realize we've been fighting the current, we've been asking for too little, and then when we stop, the universe is like, at last they're taking care of themselves. They know that they deserve. Here's all your stuff. It's that kind of an energy. So I feel like your work, the hard work that you've been putting into something, maybe energetically as well, is when you ease up on that and you nurture yourself and come from that place of I deserve, relax into it and let the universe sort it out kind of thing, you're going to receive a whole lot more. You'll get what you want. It's very much an energetic thing, this, Timothy, for you, is what I feel. Less willing to make so much effort for so little, and more willing to receive what's really due to you, due to you, what you really want. Your wife might get caught. Oh, let's hope not. Hey. based on current energies. Will she skip court? No. Excellent. That's based on current energies, though. Let's find out about this. You're due for wishes to come true. You are, and you need to really believe that. Really nurture yourself. Like you could, yeah. It's almost like that sitting back. I'm getting the same. I'm getting the same message from myself personally. It's like you've got this already. You've already manifested it. There's nothing for you to do now. You can just sit back. I'm like, oh yeah, it kind of feels that way. Too hard at work on everyone else's stuff. Yeah. So is there anything Timothy can do to help this, apart from the nurture yourself? You can just take it slowly. Nurture yourself. Know that you deserve it. You got this in the bag kind of thing. Oh, that came out in the energy update today as well. Don't take on blame either. Don't take on responsibility. Don't do that. Anything else? You also need to do some forgiveness work on that we just talked about there. Nearly all of your life, too hard at work on everyone else's stuff. You need to forgive yourself for that, for the kind of squandered energy. You might want to apologize to your inner child, saying, "Little Timothy, who lives in my heart, sorry for giving all the energy out to everyone else that I should have been given to you, but I'm here for you now." Yeah. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I don't like that weight card came out though. But on current energies, of course, things can change because you never know, right? You never know what's going to happen before now, but since between now and then, especially with these energies about, you never know who might say what, right? To her with these energies, because there could be all kinds of people speaking out about things. Good luck anyway. Anyway, we've got a cafe on Friday on the full moon. It's my eldest son's birthday as well. He is, oh my God, he's old. He's 29. He's 29 on Friday. Holy crap. And yeah, so we're right before the full moon. The full moon is at about, well, it's like exactly 3 minutes to 4 p.m. And I'll be doing this show at 7 a.m. So let's do that. Good job, Timothy. So there you go. Thanks everyone for coming along. Thanks for all of your donations and your presents. Good luck with these energies. I wonder when it's going to kick in. I think for me exactly on the 19th. I hope that there's a reprieve in the rain so that we can actually do this, because I love this festival so much. Yeah. So is it when is it happening? Is it before the next cafe or is it after? Put all of these away. Let go and fly. Don't forget, Lakshmi said. Shelter. Take care of yourselves through all of this. You might be vulnerable, but it's okay, says the little kitty cat. See you, everybody. Have a good one. See you on Friday. Friday. Bye.